Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ridge reassures Liam and hope he's got the bobbies. After Luna Steffi's formerly stewing for her own life, does Loco Luna have all the kiddies in turn too? Luna forces the Day Academy schoolteacher Ms. Dillon to force Steffi over to the academy, after Hayes brings home a crazy gift. Chances are, it's an origami form made from the target Luna made from a print of Steffi. It's accessible why Liam and Hope would be bothered about Steffi and Hayes, but could there be more to their worries, with Ridge being visionary about getting Lunari arrested? Could only Hayes, but Beth and Kelly be hostage in the Day Academy too, as well as likely Steffi, Ms. Dillon, and perhaps all the children? That would be a simple fix, with Baker transferring SWAT to the scene, and besides, he saw Luna try to shoot Will during the sting. Chances are, Luna has forced her hostages to another unknown position, or SWAT would have formerly been at the Day Academy. We know she has Steffi because of the daily exercise. She's shown bound and gagged in a dark place, obviously hysterical for her life, but where is Hayes, and where are Beth and Kelly? Steffi and the academy schoolteacher Ms. Dillon would be trying to spare the children as important fear and trauma as possible. It nearly makes sense why Luna would take Hayes, her half-family and Kelly, to traumatize Steffi, but why Beth, if she has her too? When does anything Luna does ever make sense except, maybe to her grandma Sheila? Ridge must be telling the police how to do their jobs, throwing his weight around which wouldn't do anything except get on Chief Baker's jitters. Ridge is doing as much as he can nicely do, continuing to assure Hope and Liam that he's keeping on the bobbies to do their job. But if Luna and her hostages have yet to be discovered, there is important that they can do. It's a fearful situation for all, and who knows if Luna would hurt Beth and Kelly or not. Hayes may be safe because of the family and family connection, but Steffi? Presumably not so important. Brooke will make some Italy plans while Taylor has a ruinous blow in her future. The rearmost Luna story will also reach its conclusion. Sheila, since the gun will go off during her sweepstakes with Luna. Luna wouldn't mean to strike down her grandma, she'll leave Sheila wounded on the bottom soon enough. It'll be Liam's turn to land in the line of fire, so alarmed Steffi may have to watch that play out. There'll be a third projectile victim as well, so could Luna ever take a pellet and eventually go down, too? 3 surgeries are on the way at the sanitarium, so they'll be performed by Grace, Lee, and Bridget. There's a chance Sheila will lose her life, but we could also imagine Lee covering up Luna's survival if she decides to hold her interned rather of transferring her back to captivity. Bill will have an emotional sanitarium visit with Liam following this whole Luna agony. Indeed, if Liam is unconscious for that, Bill will have some effects to get off his casket. Grace may have a hard time keeping a lid on what she's done. The show's having Grace act all uncommunicative, not to mention she's been way too pushy about Liam's treatment. Commodity is surely over when it comes to Grace, so Finn might figure out that she's giving Liam capsules to make him sicker and faking his worsening excrescence reviews. Grace's docket remains a riddle, but it probably has Commodity to do with her disgraced former hubby, Dr. Reese. Brooke chanced to nail down some Italy plans. It wouldn't be long until Brooke takes a flight there, so she'll make her trip arrangements and look forward to relating with Nick. Taylor may smell some trouble if Ridge grows decreasingly jealous and agitated. Ridge and Taylor's engagement isn't going to last, so it's just a matter of time until her happy ending gets ripped down. Ridge and Eric will end up in Italy as well before the month's over, so that'll set the stage for Brooke's forthcoming water accident and Ridge's eventual deliverance. Brooke and Ridge are still each other's fortune, so Taylor will have to make some updates to her way of thinking. Ridge saves Brooke in Italy and this changes everything between them. The LA fashion crew trip to Naples and Capri this month and the position scenes are hot as blazes, with a gusto of hijinks thrown in for fun. Nick and Eric jetting off to Italy for FC Biz, and while their merriment and drama takes center stage. Ridge commit to Taylor after being ambuscaded at Il Giardino. She wouldn't take no for an answer and indeed brought her own ring to the tacky marriage offer. Ridge would have looked like a haul if he turned her down, seeing as how her heart could literally break if he rejected her. It's called broken heart pattern. Taylor is giddy now, but we prognosticate that soon enough she'll be wondering what hit her. Sop is what? While the LA residers frolic in Italy, Nick dotes on Brooke and tries to win her over. But she only has eyes for Ridge. Ridge is Brooke's fortune, this month. Ridge is jealous of Nick and everyone can see that, including Taylor and her hopeless offer. When Brooke has an accident, everything changes for Bridge and Tridge. At some point Brooke gets in over her head in the water and could drown. Until Ridge rides to the deliverance. You can imagine how feelings will be running high in such a script. Ridge and Brooke's adrenaline situations are sky high, and in this moment anything can be. Brooke utter a typical 5-word response when Ridge saves her, "You've always been my idol." Brooke and Ridge flailing around in the water is the perfect symbol for their relationship, over and down, on the point of prostration or extermination. Ridge remembers that Brooke is the only woman for him. It seems like Nick is only back to remind Ridge of Brooke's request value. Ridge might be jealous right now that Brooke is getting attention from her old honey, but that doesn't mean the two of them are going to get together anytime soon. Ridge has made it clear that he doesn't want Brooke. With Nick in the picture, he's just going to make Brooke feel indeed worse about herself and further confused than ever. Steffi receives an origami death trouble. That's actually creative, props to the idea person on that twist. Remy shares important intel with Sheila. Luna suggests Hayes make an origami fortune teller. Latterly, Ms. Dillon tells the kiddies it's pickup time. Luna addresses to Hayes about how lucky he's to have a family. Some kiddies don't have that. The little boy notices Luna is crying, but she wipes it down. Steffi asks Taylor if there's a marriage date yet. The psychiatrist wants to stay until life is a bit less crazy. Steffi thinks a marriage is exactly what they need right now. Hayes arrives at home and addresses about Miss Sunshine. Steffi is confused and asks some questions about who's tutoring the class. Hayes explains Miss Sunshine is a special coadjutor. Hayes wants to show his mama the gift. The boy says that Miss Sunshine said fortunes don't come true if they know what they are. Steffi jokes about wishing for a swain. Also, a broken heart. Now, this is where effects get weird. Steffi tries to hide her horror and sends the boy to play. Steffi and Taylor are mortified. The mama decides to go speak with Miss Sunshine. Dylan calls and needs to bandy Miss Sunshine in person. Can she come by the art academy? Meanwhile, Luna holds a gun, forcing Ms. Dillon to continue playing on. Remy addresses to Sheila about Luna. Remy is upset about Luna, and can tell that Sheila is too. The youthful man brings up Luna's backstory. Sheila assures him they all love her. Remy doesn't see a lot of love from Steffi. Sheila says the woman is complicated. They talk about Luna's captivity term. Sheila tells Remy about Steffi's hijacking and holding her in a pen. Remy eventually explains that Luna was at the firing range with a gun. He tutored her how to fire a gun. Sheila is affrighted. Also, Sheila recalls Luna talking about leaving Los Angeles with a bang. Finn's biggest problem wouldn't be Sheila breaking into his house but his own son playing single white female with his woman. Because Luna is twisting faster than a Forrester's versus Logan's fashion war, and it's about time someone holds her responsible. Paging Dr. Daddy. Your little girl is getting dangerous. Luna has crossed from lovesick to love scary. All this designing and pouting just to hitch 5 twinkles of attention from Finn? Girl, this isn't how you win Son of the Year points. She's not just conniving, she's virtually raging at the mouth trying to get Steffi out of the way, permanently. And Finn? He's over then like a deer in the headlights while his generate culinarians up chaos in developer shoes. At what point does Finn take off his lab fleece, sit Luna down, and say, "We need to talk about your preoccupation with my woman"? The man has faced down pellets, hijackings, and Sheila. He can surely survive one uncomfortable discussion with his biologically bonkers son. Because if he doesn't, Luna's coming move might leave Steffi with further than just a bruised pride. Luna is showing flashes of that deranged gene pool. Between her mama's preoccupation with RJ and her aunt's history of secrets and enticements, it's not shocking that Luna's cuisine up a shocking plan of her own. Steffi needs security detail, and Finn needs a serious wake-up call. If Finn eventually snaps and pulls a Sheila-style trick to keep Luna from going full sickie, would anyone really condemn him? This is his woman's life we're talking about, however, also so be it, if he has to tap into the dark side of his DNA to stop Luna. We've seen what happens when the Hayes men go soft, they end up with trauma, remedy, and a mountain of regrets. It's time for Finn to put down the stethoscope and pick up the parenthood primer. Luna may be his son, but Steffi is his woman. And if he doesn't get a grip presto, he might lose her to Luna's dangerous ambition.